So it is a formula for number of spectral lines. So how we'll get this 3 spectral lines means we can draw a simple diagram also like this. It is n is equal to 1, n is equal to 2, n is equal to 3. So electron may jump from the third orbit to first orbit, third orbit to second orbit, or second orbit to first orbit. Total 3 spectral lines are possible. That's only. Next question number 15. So question number 15. The orbital radius of electron in the hydrogen atom changes from r to 4r. Orbital radius of the electron in the hydrogen atom changes from r to 4r. The energy of the orbital electron will changes from E2. So here they given. Generally energy and radius relation should take. Energy E is proportional to 1 by r. So here radius changes from r to 4r. Then how energy changes asked. So that is equal to, should write E2 by E1. E2 by E1 is equal to, right, R1 by R2 we should write. E2 by E1 is equal to R1 by R2. So E2 we should calculate. By energy initial value is equal to E given. Starting a radius is equal to R, but the final radius is equal to 4R. RR get cancelled. Therefore, E2 is equal to E by 4. E2 is equal to E by 4. That is the fourth option correct. Question number 16. Question number 16. The orbital electron of the hydrogen atom jumps from the ground state to higher energy state. So the orbital electron of the hydrogen atom jumps from the ground state to higher energy state. The orbital velocity is reduced to 1/3 of its initial value. So here V1 is equal to V and V2 is equal to V by 3, 1/3. Then if the radius of the orbit in the ground state is R, then what is the radius of the new state, they asked. So here velocity and quantum number if you take, V is proportional to 1 by N. That implies V1 by V2 is equal to N2 by N1 you should write. V1 is equal to V by V2 is equal to V by 3. And the right side N2 we don't know. N2 by N1 is equal to, we should write 1. Here V get cancelled. Therefore N2 is equal to, we should take a 3. So electron jumps to third orbit. If a radius of the first orbit is R, what is the radius of the third orbit you should calculate. So radius and quantum number is a relation like this. R proportional to N square. That implies R2 by R1 is equal to N2 by N1 whole square you should write. That is equal to R2 by R1 value they given in the question, R by N2 is equal to 3 by N1 is equal to 1 whole square you should write. So 3 square is equal to 9. Take R right side. R2 is equal to, we should take 9R. So answer you should take 9 times the original radius. So check the option, fourth option correct. Question number 17. The ionization potential of a hydrogen atom is a 13.6. Ionization potential of V is equal to given 13.6 volt. So that is related to generally first orbit. How much energy is needed to be supplied to ionize a hydrogen atom in the first excited state? So how much amount of energy required to remove the electron from the first excited state? Here first excited means what? N is equal to, we should write a 2. So how much amount of energy required means E is equal to formula 13.6 by N square you should write, electron volt. So substitute the value here, it is equal E ionization energy formula 13.6 by 2 square. So 13.6 by 4 is equal to 3.4 electron volt. So if you want to remove the electron from the second orbit of hydrogen atom, the required energy is equal to 3.4 electron volt. So that is a question number 17 answer 3.4, third option correct. Question number 18. three energy levels 1, 2, 3 of a certain atom possesses energy values E1, E2 and E3 such that E1 greater than E2 greater than E3. E1 greater than E2 greater than E3. If lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3, lambda 1, lambda 2 and lambda 3 or the wavelengths emitted corresponding to the transitions 1 to 2, transitions 1 to 2, comma 2 to 3, 2 to 3 and 1 to 3 and 1 to 3 respectively. Then we have to check which option is possible. Check here, three energy levels are given, E1, E2 and E3. But E1 is greater than, E2 greater than E3. When electron jumps from the first orbit, here 1 to 2 orbit, wavelength is equal to lambda 1. Whenever electron jumps from the 2 to third orbit, that is equal to lambda 2. When electron jumps from 1 to 3, wavelength equal to lambda 3. Then what is the relation asked? Correct relation. I'll take here, whenever electron jumps from 1 to third orbit, I'll take energy difference equal to E13. It must be equal to E12, means electron jumps from first orbit to second orbit is equal to E12 plus it is equal to E23. So if you are adding the energy difference between the first to second orbit, second to third orbit must be equal to the energy difference between the first and third orbit. But we know E is equal to formula Hc by lambda. Now first case I am writing a Hc by lambda 3. 1 to 3 is equal to wavelength, lambda 3 should take equal to Hc by, but 1 to 2 is equal to wavelength, we should take lambda 1 plus Hc by lambda 2 you should write. Here both sides Hc can be cancelled. On cancellation we will get your total Hc can be cancelled. Then we have 1 by lambda 3 is equal to 1 by lambda 1 plus 1 by lambda 2, or we take LCM, which is equal to lambda 1 plus lambda 2 by lambda 1 into lambda 2, or lambda 3 is equal to lambda 1 lambda 2 by lambda 1 plus lambda 3. Check the possible option. So there is a second option correct. Lambda 3 is equal to lambda 1 lambda 2 by lambda 1 plus lambda 3. Next, question number 19. The ratio of area of the circular orbits of electron in the first excited state, in a hydrogen atom to the ground state. First excited state to the ground state is. So they asked a ratio of the area. So we know area and quantum number relation. A is proportional to n power 4 because area of cross section A equal to pi r square. So A proportional to r square, but r proportional to n square. So we can write like this. A is directly proportional to r square, but r is proportional to n square whole square you should take. Then it is equal to n power 4. Now write here it is equal to first one equal to 1, it is equal to A1 by A2 is equal to n1 by n2 whole to the power of 4. That equal to n1 is equal to 2 by n2 equal to 1 whole power 4. 2 power 4 is equal to 16. Therefore, A1 is to A2 is equal to 16 is to 1. You should take answer. 16 is to 1. That is the 19th question. We should take third option correct. Third option. Question number 20. In an atom, 2 electrons move around the nucleus in a circular orbits of radii r and 9r. R and 9r. the ratio of the times taken by them to complete one revolution. Ratio of times taken by them to complete one revolution is. So we need to calculate the ratio of the time periods. Generally, time period according to Kepler's law also can write t square proportional to r cube. Formula is there. So time and like radius of the circular orbit, or we can write that t proportional to r power 3 by 2. Now take care, t1 by t2 is equal to r1 by r2 whole to the power of 3 by 2. Now r1 is equal to r given and r2 equal to 9r given. Substitute here. That is equal to r by 9r whole to the power of 3 by 2. Here r cancelled. So 9 may write 3 square. That is equal to 1 by write 3 square whole to the power of 3 by 2. Here 2 can be cancelled. 1 by 3 whole cube means 1 by 27. 1 by 27. Therefore, the ratio of the time period of electron is equal to 1:27. 1:27. Check the option. Third option correct. Option 3. 1:27. Next, question number 21. Question number 21. V2 and V4 are the speeds of electron in a second and a fourth orbits or fourth levels of hydrogen atom. V2 and V4 are the speed of electron in a n is equal to 2 and n is equal to 4 levels of hydrogen atom. Then V2 by V4 is equal to V2 by V4. Generally, speed and quantum number always inversely proportional. Speed of electron and the principal quantum number are inversely proportional. So we can write a V2 by V4 is equal to write a N4 by N2 we can write. N4 means it is equal to fourth orbit by second orbit. So 1s are 2s are cancelled. So therefore V2 by V4 is equal to 2. Nothing but 2:1 correct answer. V2 by V4 or V2:V4 is equal to 2:1. Question number 22. The ratio of energies of electron. The ratio of energies of electron of a hydrogen atom. Ratio of energies of electron of a hydrogen atom in its first and second excited state. In its first and second excited state. First and second excited state is. So check here. The ratio of energy of electron they asked. First excited state N1 equal to 2. Second excited state N2 is equal to 3. What is the ratio of energy of electron? We know the formula. E is equal to minus 13.6 by n square in case of the hydrogen atom. So only ratio of energy we want to calculate. No need to take a negative sign. E magnitude of the energy proportional to 1 by n square. That implies E1 by E2 is equal to N2 by N1 whole square you should write. That equal to N2 is equal to 3 by N1 is equal to 2 whole square, which is equal to 9 by 4. So check the option. 9:4 correct. Fourth option correct. So E1 is to E2 is equal to 9:4. That's the answer. 9:4. Next, question number 23. Question number 23. Note down the question. The electron of a hydrogen atom undergoes a transition from fourth to second orbit. Fourth to second orbit the wavelength of the emitted radiation is. The wavelength of the emitted radiation is. Now check here. Electron is moving from the fourth to second orbit. Wavelength means use Rydberg formula. 1 by lambda is equal to R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. That is equal to R into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 4 square. That is equal to 1 by 4 minus 1 by 16, which is equal to 3R by 16 will get 1 by lambda. That implies lambda is equal to 16 by 3R. That will answer. Check the option. 23rd question. 16 by 3R. Second option correct. Question number 24. 24th question. The ratio of frequencies of shortest wavelength of Balmer, ratio of the frequencies of shortest wavelength of the Balmer and Lyman series of hydrogen atom. Lyman series of hydrogen atom. Lyman series of hydrogen atom is. Check here. They asked the ratio of the frequencies. Ratio of the frequencies of longest wavelength, shortest wavelength of the Balmer series they asked. So shortest wavelength of the Balmer series means we should take N1 is equal to 2 and N2 is equal to infinity. Now we know frequency formula nu is equal to nothing but here hydrogen atom Z is equal to 1. Should is equal to RC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. You should write general formula. N1 place write 2. Nu 1 is equal to RC into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by infinity square. Something by infinity is equal to 0. Therefore, nu 1 is equal to RC by 4. Equation 1. Same model for shortest wavelength of the Lyman series we should take. Lyman series shortest wavelength means N1 is equal to 1 and N2 equal to infinity. I'll take a frequency nu 2 is equal to RC into 1 by 1 square minus 1 by infinity square. That is equal to only RC will get second equation. Now divide both the first equation by second equation. Implies nu 1 by nu 2. Nu 1 is equal to RC by 4 into nu 2 is equal to RC. So RC get cancelled, equal to 1 by 4 or 1:4. So question number 21, 24, 1:4 correct. Nu 1 is to nu 2 is equal to 1:4 correct answer. 1:4. Now we'll go for a 25th question. 25th question. The minimum energy required to excite a hydrogen atom from its first excited state. What is the minimum amount of energy required to excite the hydrogen atom from the first excited state? So we have to understand already electron is in the first excited state. So here first excited state means we should take N is equal to 2. So already electron is in the first excited state. I'll take N is equal to 2. What is the minimum amount of energy required to excite the electron means we have to take electron to third orbit. So we know second orbit energy value minus 3.4 electron volt E2 and the third orbit energy is equal to minus 1.51 electron volt. So between these two, what is the minimum amount of energy required to shift the electron from the second orbit to third orbit? I'll take excitation energy is equal to subtract both the values. That equal to E2 minus E3 or E3 minus E2. That is equal to minus 1.51 minus of minus 3.4. That equal 3.4 minus 1.51. 1.89 electron volt is required. It is a minimum amount of energy required to take the electron from the second orbit to third orbit. That's the answer. So check the option. Question number 25. Fourth option correct. It is a plus. Question number 26. The ionization energy of a hydrogen atom. Ionization energy of a hydrogen atom is a 13.6 electron volt. Ionization energy of a hydrogen atom is a 13.6 electron volt. The energy required to remove an electron, from n is equal to fourth state is, energy required to remove an electron from n is equal to fourth state is. So hydrogen atom means clearly Z is equal to 1. Now in the first orbit, if you want to remove the electron, 13.6 required. From the fourth orbit, how much energy required? We know ionization energy formula 13.6 by n square electron volt in case of the hydrogen atom. Now divide this value with the 4 square. 13.6 by 4 square means 13.6 by 16. 0.85 electron volt is required. When electron is in the fourth orbit of hydrogen atom, it has a energy minus 0.85. If you want to remove the electron, we need to supply plus 0.85. That's the only answer. Next, question number 27. The first line of a Balmer series. The first line of a Balmer series has a wavelength of, first line of a Balmer series has a wavelength of 6563 angstrom unit. First line of the Balmer series has a wavelength of 6563 angstrom unit. What will be the wavelength of first line of Lyman series? What will be the wavelength of first line of Lyman series? First line of the Lyman series. That is a question. First the given. For the first line of the Balmer series, we know n1 is equal to 2, n2 equal to 3, and lambda 1 given. I'll use the formula 1 by lambda is equal to r into 1 by n1 square minus 1 by n2 square you should use. Here we take 1 by lambda 1 is equal to r into 1 by 2 square means 1 by 4 minus 1 by 9. That equal to 5r by 36. So that is 1 by lambda 1 value. Leave that one. For first line of the Lyman series, I'll take first line of the Lyman series. In case of the first line of the Lyman series, n1 is equal to 1 and n2 is equal to 2. You may take a wavelength lambda 2. Therefore, lambda 2 question mark. That you should calculate. Therefore, 1 by lambda 2 is equal to r into 1 by 1 square means 1 minus 1 by 1 square is equal to 4. 1 minus 1 by 4 is equal to 3 by 4. So 3r by 4. Now divide first equation with the second equation. First equation by second equation implies 1 by lambda 1 into lambda 2 by 1 equal to, first 1 by lambda 1 means 5r by 36. I'll write into 4 by 3r. So here r cancelled, 4 1s are, 4 9s are cancelled. Therefore, lambda 2 by lambda 1 already given 6563 equal to 5 by 9 3s are 27 and take the value right side. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal to 5 into 6563. 5 into 6563 divided by 27. Divided by 27. 1 to 15 angstrom approximately. Check the option. Question number 27, 1 to 15.4 given. Correct? 1 to 15.4 exact value means 1 to 1.15.4 angstrom unit. That is option 1 correct. First option. Next, question number 28. 28th question. The frequency of the first line of the Balmer series in a hydrogen atom is a nu naught. Here also same question given, but a frequency given. In case of the first line of the Balmer series of a hydrogen atom, we can take N1 is equal to 2, N2 is equal to 3, but the frequency equal to nu naught given. The frequency of the first line of the Balmer series in a hydrogen atom is a nu naught hertz. The frequency of the line emitted by singly ionized helium atom is frequency of the line emitted by a singly ionized helium atom is that is the question. Now check here. So first case in both the cases line same, that equal N1 is equal to 2, N2 equal to 3. Nu 1 is equal to first case they given nu naught. Whenever hydrogen atom Z1 equal to 1 given. For similar line means N1 equal to 2, N2 equal to 3. But here what is the value of the frequency nu 2? Singly ionized helium atom Z2 is equal to, you should write to 2. Z2 equal to 2 you should take. Now check here. Frequency formula nu is equal to Z square RC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. It is a formula. It is a wavelength formula, but that is a frequency formula. In this formula, Rydberg constant R constant, speed of the light also constant. In both the cases, N1 into value is also constant. But only we have to take a relation between nu and Z square. I'll take a nu proportional to Z square. That implies nu 2 by nu 1 equal to Z2 by Z1 whole square you should write. Therefore, nu 2 by nu naught is equal to Z2 is equal to 2 by Z1 equal to 1 whole square, which is equal to 4. Therefore, frequency nu 2 is equal to 4 nu naught. That is the answer. 4 nu naught hertz. So check the option. 28th question, 4 nu naught hertz means second option correct. Option 2. Next, question number 29. Question number 29. Given the longest wavelength of Lyman series is at 1240 angstrom. Longest wavelength of the Lyman series is at 1240 angstrom. The highest frequency emitted in a Balmer series. Highest frequency emitted in a Balmer series is. Highest frequency emitted in a Balmer series is. So first I'll take here. Given longest wavelength of the Lyman series. Lyman series longest wavelength means N1 is equal to 1, N2 is equal to 2, and the wavelength given lambda is equal to 1240 angstrom given. Or we take it is a lambda 1. Now write the formula. 1 by lambda is equal to formula R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. Therefore, 1 by lambda means 1 by lambda 1 is equal to R into 1 by 1 square means 1 minus 1 by 4 equal to 3R by 4. Don't substitute the value, leave that one. Now, they asked highest frequency emitted in a Balmer series. So, in case of the Balmer, I will take. And one thing you have to understand, highest frequency means shortest wavelength, because wavelength frequency both are inversely proportional. highest frequency asked. So we should take a shortest wavelength. For shortest wavelength of the Balmer series, N1 is equal to 2 and N2 equal to infinity. Then what is the frequency they asked? Nu. I'll take first 1 by lambda 2 is equal to nothing but R into 1 by 2 square minus 1 by infinity square, that equal to R by 4. Second equation. Now divide first equation with the second equation, 1 by 2. That equal to 1 by lambda 1 into lambda 2 by 1 is equal to 3R by 4 into 4 by R. That equal to 4 cancelled, RR cancelled. We have only lambda 2 by lambda 1 is equal to 3. Or lambda 2 is equal to 3 into lambda 1. 3 into lambda 1. But they asked the question, what is the frequency? We know the formula lambda is equal, here already given, that equal to 3 into lambda 1 is equal to 1240 angstrom given. 3 into 1240 angstrom. If you want to convert into meter, into 10 to the power of minus 10 you should write meter. Now lambda is equal to formula C by nu is equal to 3 into 1240. 3 into 1240 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Now nu is equal to C value 3 into 10 to the power of 8. In place of the C, I am writing a 3 into 10 to the power 8 speed of light. Take the value left side, divided by 3 into 1240 into 10 to the power of minus 10. Here 3 get cancelled. So 10 power minus 10 taken to numerator plus 10. 10 to the power of 18. Now 1 by 1240. So approximately 0.000. 806 means a round off to 8 approximately. Or right, it is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 14 hertz. So nu is equal to 8 into 10 to the power of 14. Or without using a 1240 also we calculate directly. Nu is equal to Z square RC. Nu equal to Z square RC into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square also we can write. But nearest value will get the nearest value. But in the question they given 1240, that's why I have used 1240 and I calculated the frequency. Next question number 30. Question number 30. If the radius of the first orbit of a hydrogen atom, radius of the first orbit of a hydrogen atom is 0.5 angstrom unit. Radius of the first orbit of a hydrogen atom is a 0.5 angstrom unit. And the speed of electron in it is, the speed of electron in it is 2.2 into 10 power 6 meter per second. 2.2 into 10 power 6 meter per second. Then the value of magnetic induction. Then the value of magnetic induction. Value of the magnetic induction at the proton. At the proton due to electron motion. At the proton due to electron motion is. Due to electron motion is. I'll use the formula already in the synopsis or in the regular notes I have given. Magnetic momentum, magnetic induction, magnetic field, all the concepts given. B is equal to formula mu naught into I by 2 into R. For this formula already I have given. Here I current flowing through the circular orbit, R radius of the orbit, but mu naught is equal to permeability of the magnetism, free space, nothing but. So here current formula we know, current I is equal to formula charge by time. Here charge of electron is equal to E by time taken to complete one rotation is equal to time period, capital T. That is equal to E by, but time period is equal to formula 2 pi by omega. So take omega to numerator, E omega by 2 pi. that is equal to E into omega, V equal to R omega, or omega is equal to V by R, that is equal to 2 pi R I should write. So in place of the current, we can write EV by 2 pi R. Why we should write this one means the current not given value, only they given radius and also speed. Now substitute here, that is called a mu naught into mu naught by 2R, right, separately, but I place him right EV by 2 pi R, EV by 2 pi R, that is equal to mu naught divided by 2 into 2 pi means 4 pi, one constant value. Mu naught by 4 pi is a constant value, into, you should write EV by R into R is equal to R square. Now use this formula for calculation. B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi into EV by R square. In place of the mu naught by 4 pi, it is equal to 10 to the power of minus 7, constant value. 10 to the power of minus 7 Henry per meter. Henry per meter, that is a constant value. Now substitute here. E charge of electron already we know, 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19. Now I'll substitute here. B is equal to mu naught by 4 pi means 10 to the power of minus 7 into charge of electron 1.6 into 10 to the power of minus 19 into speed of electron 2.2 into 10 to the power of 6 divided by R 0.5 into 10 to the power of minus 10 whole square, should write. Now 1.6 into 2.2 divided by 0.5 whole square is equal to 0.25, and the powers I'll check, into 10 to the power of minus 10 whole square is equal to minus 20, and here minus 19 and also minus 7 is equal to minus 26 plus 6 equal to minus 20, right? Minus 20, here minus 20, here 10 power minus 20 get cancelled. 1.6 into 2.2 divided by 0.25. 14.08 Tesla, unit of the magnetic field, nothing but Tesla you should take. Unit of the magnetic field is Tesla. That is a question number 30. Now 31. Question number 31. The wavelength of H alpha line. Wavelength of H alpha line in a Balmer series of hydrogen atom is a lambda. Wavelength of H alpha line. Wavelength of H alpha line in a Balmer series of hydrogen atom is a lambda. Is a lambda. The wavelength of the same line. Wavelength of the same line in doubly ionized lithium is doubly ionized lithium is doubly ionized lithium is. Check the question. The wavelength of H alpha line means when electron jumps from the third orbit to second orbit, it is called H alpha line. Here N1 is equal to 2, N2 equal to 3, hydrogen atom Z1 equal to 1, and the wavelength lambda 1 is equal to the given lambda. Now second case for the same line means N2 same and N1 also same, but singly doubly ionized, which one given? Which atom given? Triply ionized lithium. So lithium means atomic number 3 should write. Z2 is equal to 3. What is the value of the lambda 2? Should calculate. Use the formula. 1 by lambda is equal to Z square R into 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. In both the cases N1 N2 same, R also same, then 1 by lambda proportional to Z square or lambda proportional to 1 by Z square. That implies lambda 2 by lambda 1 is equal to Z1 by Z2 whole square, or lambda 2 by lambda is equal to z1 is equal to 1 by z2 is equal to 3 whole square. Therefore, lambda 2 is equal, take lambda right side, lambda by 9. On simplification, you got lambda 2 is equal lambda by 9. That is option 1 correct. Question number 31, first option correct. Question number 32. In a hydrogen atom, the angular momentum of electron in a stationary orbit. In a hydrogen atom, the angular momentum of electron in a stationary orbit is found to be 3h by pi. Is found to be 3h by pi. The principal quantum number n is found to be 3h by pi. The principal quantum number n is, check the question. We know according to Bohr's model or Bohr's second postulate, angular momentum of electron in the nth stationary orbit formula nh by 2 pi you should write. It is a general formula. But in the question what they have given, 3h by pi given, this value. Equate to this one to 3h by pi. Check any cancellation on both sides. Here a pi get cancelled. One h also cancelled. Then remaining n by 2 is equal to 3 or n is equal to 6. So check the option. Third option correct. N is equal to 6. That is a third option correct. It is a question number 32. Next, question number 33. Question number 33. When electron in a hydrogen atom excited from fourth stationary orbit to, when the electron in a hydrogen atom excited from fourth stationary orbit to the fifth stationary orbit. Fourth stationary orbit to the fifth stationary orbit. The change in angular momentum of electron. The change in angular momentum of electron in a joule second is, change in angular momentum of electron in a joule second is. Now check the question. Your electron jumps from the fourth orbit to fifth orbit. N4 is equal to 4, N5 is equal to 5. So angular momentum change means you should take delta L. Delta L is equal to nothing but formula L5 minus L4 you should write. Higher orbit, angular momentum of electron in the fifth orbit minus angular momentum of electron in the fourth orbit we should take. But L general formula NH by 2 pi. That is equal to, here you should write NH means it is equal to 5 into H by 2 pi minus 4H by 2 pi you should write. Since angular momentum L is equal to general formula NH by 2 pi. Now H by 2 pi common, 5 minus 4 is equal to 1. So therefore value H by 2 pi only you should write. But in options they calculated and value given. That's why substitute here. Planck's constant value 6.625 or 6.62 into 10 power minus 34 divided by 2 into 3.14. So 10 to the power of 34 same value. That equal to 6.625 by 2 divided by 3.14. 1.05 approximately 1.05 into 10 to the power of minus 34 joule second. 10 power minus 34 1.05 into, that is option 3 correct. Third option correct. Question number 34. The ratio of longest to shortest wavelength. The ratio of longest to shortest wavelength of a Balmer series in a hydrogen atom. Bracket series in a hydrogen atom. The ratio of longest to shortest wavelength of bracket series in a hydrogen spectra is. So bracket series you should take. So it is the given bracket series. So general formula we know 1 by lambda is equal to R into hydrogen atom given 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square you should write 1 by N1 square minus 1 by N2 square. First case longest wavelength of the bracket series means I'll take 1 by lambda 1. 1 by lambda 1 is equal R into longest wavelength of the bracket means electron must jump from 5th orbit to 4th orbit. That is called 1 by 4 square minus 1 by 5 square. That is equal to 1 by 16 minus 1 by 25. That is called 25 minus 16 is equal to 9R divided by 25 into 16. 400. Equation 1. Second case, for shortest wavelength of the Balmer series, R into 1 by 4 square minus 1 by infinity square. When electron jumps from the infinite orbit to the 4th orbit, we'll get the shortest wavelength. That is equal to R by 16. Second equation. Now divide second equation with the first equation. Dividing a second with the first. Dividing equation 2 with equation 1 implies 1 by lambda 2 into lambda 1 by 1 is equal to second equation R by 16 given. Right into first equation we should take 400 by 9R. 400 by 9R. So RR cancelled. Only RR cancelled. Therefore, lambda 1 is to lambda 2 we should write. So 25 is to 9. So 16 ones are 16 25s are cancelled. 400 by 16. 25. Check correct? That equal 25 is to 9. Here I'll write 25 is to 9, or a ratio if you want to write it 25 is to 9 is to write. Check correct? Cancer. Question number 34. Next 35. Question number 35 next. Ionization potential of hydrogen atom. Ionization potential of hydrogen atom. Ionization potential of hydrogen atom is a 13.6 electron volt. 13.6 electron volt. Full stop. Hydrogen atom in the ground state. Hydrogen atom in the ground state. Ground state are excited by monochromatic radiation of photon of energy 12.1 electron volt. Energy 12.1 electron volt. The number of spectral lines emitted. The number of spectral lines emitted by hydrogen atom will be. Number of spectral lines emitted by hydrogen atom will be. So initially hydrogen atom is in the ground state, but we have supplied energy equal to 12.1. So it is equal to E excited should take. But E1 is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt. We know E excited is equal to formula E higher orbit, we don't know, that is nth orbit, minus E first orbit you should take. E excited is equal to 12.1, equal to E nth orbit we don't know, minus of minus 13.6, minus of minus plus, take the value left side. So E nth orbit is equal to 12.1 minus 13.6, that equal to minus 1.51 electron volt, minus 1.51 electron volt. But what they asked, the number of spectral lines emitted. So this energy is corresponding to n is equal to third orbit. Already we know first orbit minus 13.6, second orbit minus 3.4, and third orbit minus 1.51. What are the number of spectral lines? N is equal to formula n into n minus 1 by 2. That is equal to 2 into 2 minus 1 by 2 you should write. So third orbit, sorry, that equal third orbit means 3 into, that equal 3 into 3 minus 1 by 2. Here 2 to get cancelled, number of spectral lines n is equal to 3. Answer n is equal to 3, correct. How n is equal to 3 means electron may jump from third orbit to first orbit, third orbit to second orbit, second orbit to first orbit. Total 3 lines are possible. Next, question number 36. Question number 36. A hydrogen atom in its ground state absorbs 10.2 electron volt of energy. So amount of energy absorbed given, or it is nothing but equal to excitation energy, 10.2 electron volt. The angular momentum of electron will increase approximately by, angular momentum of electron increase approximately by, so increase of energy should take. So when electron is in the first orbit of hydrogen atom, we know E1 is equal to minus 13.6 electron volt. When electron jumps from the first to second orbit, energy of electron in the second orbit is equal to minus 3.4. If you subtract these two, we'll get 10.2 electron volt. So electron jumps from first orbit to second orbit, because E excitation is equal nothing but formula E higher orbit minus E lower orbit, or E nth orbit minus E first orbit. 10.2 is equal to E nth orbit minus of minus 13.6. Take the value left side. E nth orbit is equal to 10.2 minus 13.6 equal to minus 3.4 electron volt. So this will be corresponding to n is equal to 2. Nth orbit is nothing but corresponding to second orbit. What they asked, what is the increase of angular momentum? We know the formula. Angular momentum delta L is equal to second orbit minus first orbit angular momentum, L2 minus L1. L general formula NH by 2 pi. Then write that equal to 2H by 2 pi minus 1H by 2 pi. H by 2 pi common. 2 minus 1 equal to 1 means only H by 2 pi you should write. 6.625 into 10 to the power of minus 34 divided by 2 into 3.14, approximately 1.05 into 10 power minus 34 joule second. It is amount of angular momentum increased. How much amount of angular momentum increased means 1.05 into 10 to the power of minus 34 will be increased. That is the answer. So 36 questions completed, and remaining also almost similar models. So try these questions. Next Monday onwards, new lesson will be started. So electric charges and field, I think next Monday onwards, new lesson will be started. Okay, thank you.